We've just compared Windows operating system to a Mercedes E-Class and how easy it might be to use, and the fact that we probably wouldn't touch it at all. We would just take it to the showroom and get it supported, much like Windows when it goes wrong. On the other hand, you might be a very open environment and you would need to hire a Linux administrator to look after that. If you are being asked to recruit for one of these, we can make certain assumptions about the environment that you're recruiting for. Linux, or any open system, if it's running the show at the heart of your organization, this means that your business has a real need to control the entire platform at a source code level. Maybe your business model relies entirely on the core performance of the IT system for its very survival. It could be that your mission-critical applications and the power of the operating system are critical to the way you operate. For example, a high-end financial trading system, a pharmaceutical company doing mathematical modeling on the efficacy of a new COVID vaccine, or CERN in Geneva looking for the Higgs boson particle. They don't want to pick up the phone. They shouldn't have to pick up the phone and be given permission to be able to tweak the operating system. They have no time for that. In this situation, your organization needs an operating system that is performing right at the bleeding edge of technology, way beyond off the shelf, because speed and performance are everything. You need not only to be able to control and support your operating system at a source code level, you also need IT people who can push it to its limits as well, and even open up the bonnet and do something different and experimental with that engine, with that code, to supercharge your own version of Linux to another level, maybe a secret level, so that you can squeeze out that 1 nanosecond faster processing out of the system. Because it could mean that your 1 nanosecond lead on your business could mean everything. In this case, you will be recruiting wizards, people who live, breathe, eat, sleep Linux. Linux administrators can tune their operating systems at a much deeper level than Windows people can. If Windows is a Mercedes E-Class, Linux can be thought of as an F1 racing car. Fast, slightly scary, bleeding edge technology without limits. I hope you're getting this. So it's fair to say that Linux administrators are thought to be, pound for pound, more technical than Windows administrators, because they have no problem with speaking to the very kernel of the code. Kernel is a term you'll see on job specs, and whenever you see the term kernel, K-E-R-N-E-L, it means that you need an administrator who is really speaking to the operating system at the very code level, the inner workings. In this situation, there is generally no limitation on how deep they can go and adjust your system. This is a different breed of animal to the Windows administrator. As a result, it kind of makes sense from a recruitment perspective that Linux administrators are harder to source than Windows administrators. They are more technical. So when you do find them, you tend to pay them more. Make sense? Linux or Unix on a CV is someone telling you something. They're saying, I'm techie. I love this stuff. I don't just like IT, it's a lifestyle for me. On weekends, between box sets of Big Bang Theory and Star Wars movies, I hone my Linux skills. Linux on a CV is a barometer of geekiness. Open versus closed. Can you see how that directly impacted what you're doing? Can you see what just happened? We just understood how IT philosophies worked and how they influence the way IT might recruit. A simple understanding of your platform, whether it's open or closed, gives us a lot of insight into the type of people that you're going to be recruiting for. We now understand that the industry which your company operates in directly has an impact on which IT philosophies they might choose, and therefore which platforms they might choose, and therefore which type of IT candidates would be recruited for that particular IT culture. Let's move on.